through the binoculars, I could see a chick in the nest. It was sitting near the small opening in the nest. It was waiting for its mother to bring some food. What else can it do? Just eat and sleep. Now, in the sunbird's nest, they saw through the binoculars, they could see a small chick in the nest. This is the nest of a weaver bird. It builds a, it makes a beautiful nest. It weaves a nest. Now the sunbird, there was a small chick in the sunbird's nest, and it was waiting for its mother to bring some food for him. So what else a chick has to do? Just eat and sleep and enjoy. Now we move on to page number 123. All the birds are busy these days. Making a nest and laying eggs is the only first step. It is difficult task to raise the young ones in the nest, which is made out of with so much of effort. Now, most of in this month, the birds are always busy to make the nest for laying the eggs, and it is difficult task. Matlab, when is the letter written? The letter is written in the April, so they are talking about the month of April, that in this month all the birds are busy making the eggs nest, because it is their time to lay the eggs and to hatch the young ones. So to make it is very difficult to raise the young ones in the nest, and the nest is made out of after so much of effort. Matlab, it has taken a lot of work and hard work to make such a lovely nest for the young ones to live. Birds have many enemies, human beings and animals too. Crows and squirrels, cats and rats, all of them wait for a chance to steal the eggs. Many a times they even break the nest. Now the birds have to be very careful when they make the nest and when they lay the eggs, because there are many enemies of them also, like human beings are there, then other animals are there, then some of the bigger birds are also there, like crow, because they always wait for the eggs to be laid, and then they can take the eggs away, and many a times if they don't get it, then they destroy the nest also, or they break the nest also. To keep oneself to keep itself safe from the danger and find food and make a nest, hatch the eggs and raise the chicks safely, all these are tests for every bird. Now what all things a bird has to do? Now bird has to first see that it is they always are living in the danger from the animals or other birds and other animals, human beings also, to find the food for themselves, to make a proper nest and to lay the eggs, to hatch the eggs and to raise the chicks. मतलब कि उनको जो है पहले नेस्ट बनाने का, फिर एग्स ले करने का, एग्स को हैच करने का, फिर जो यंग वंस होते हैं उनका ध्यान रखने का और उनको खाना देने का, वो सारी चीज़ें खाना ढूंढ के लाने का उनके लिए, सारी चीज़ें बर्ड्स के लिए जो होता है, इट्स अ टेस्टिंग टाइम फॉर एवरी बर्ड, because it is a very difficult task for them. However, the birds still sing with joy and spread their wings and fly freely. So, but then too, the birds are very happy doing all these activities and they fly freely in the sky. Now, so this is all for now. Blessings from your Giju Bhai. सो दिस लेटर इज रिटन बाय द गिजू भाई. गिजू भाई ने अभी जो जितनी भी जानकारी दी है सारी बर्ड्स के ऊपर हमको दी है. अब इससे रिलेटेड कुछ क्वेश्चन आंसर्स भी है जो मैं आपको अभी बताती हूँ. Now here it is written as, do you know about the weaver bird? The male weaver bird makes a beautiful woven nest. The female looks at all the nests and chooses the one that she likes the best and decides to in which to lay eggs. Now the weaver bird, in the case of the weaver bird, it is like that the male bird first makes a beautiful nest, then the female bird looks around all the other nests made by the other weaver birds, and the one she chooses or one she likes the best, she lays eggs in that nest only. Now before we move on to the question answer part, I would like to tell you that this is the lesson that we are talking about of the birds. It is a letter is written by Gijubhai Badheka. and he has written many stories for the children. Now in this letter he is trying to tell to see, look around the birds that are around us, to study, to observe the birds that are around us, and to learn more about the birds. So he has written many of the short stories for children. Here is one of this his letters. In this letter, it is for the children. It is given here, after reading this letter the children should be encouraged to observe the birds. So there are, you know that nature has provided us with many beautiful things, and birds are one of them. There are so many beautiful different types of birds, big, small, very big, very small. So you should, if you get a chance to see them, please look at them carefully and observe the beauty of the god. Now we move on to the question answer part, which is on page number 123. All these things you have to write it in your notebook only. Question answer part, page number 123. How many years ago did Kijubai wrote this letter? Kijubai wrote this letter 85 years ago. This is 2021, and he wrote the letter on 13th of April 1936. That means 85 years ago he wrote this letter. By this letter talks about different kinds of birds. How many of these birds you have seen? इस लेटर के अंदर बहुत सारे birds, sunbird है, weaver bird है, tailor bird है, then there's a small barbet है, Indian robin है, pigeon है, dove है. इन सारे सबके बारे में बताया गया है. इनमें से how many birds you have seen? I have seen many of the birds like crow, tailor bird, then cuckoo, pigeon, sparrow, etc. ये सारे birds देखे हुए हैं. Now, how many birds have you seen and which one? I have seen many birds like sparrow, ducks, parrots, pigeons, doves, vulture, etc. Have you seen a bird's nest? Where did you see it? I have seen the bird's nest on a big tree near my school. Moving on to next page, 124. Which is your favorite bird? Can you show your friends in the class? My favorite bird is peacock. Now, what sound does it make? ये आपको पता ही है, पीयू पीयू ऐसा आवाज करती है मोर. मेरा फेवरेट बर्ड मोर है. आपको जो लिखना है, आप अपना फेवरेट बर्ड लिख सकते हैं. Which bird is this? A crown on its head and coins and on the tails. So many shades of blue from top to tail. Clue, it's our national bird. This bird is peacock. Now, if there is a nest inside or around your house, look at it carefully and remember, do not go too near the nest and do not touch it. If you do so, then the bird will not come to nest again. Observe the nest for some days and note down the following things. अगर आपके घर के आसपास कोई बड़ा सा पेड़ है या खाली घर है, वहाँ पर अगर कोई नेस्ट है तो उसको आप ध्यान से देखिए. Observe it carefully. Do not go close to it or don't touch the nest, because if you touch the nest, then the bird will not come over there again. But you simply from a distance observe and then write the following questions. What is the nest? Where is the nest made? The nest is made on the branch of a tree. What is the nest made of? The nest is made of hay, twigs and bits of wire and cotton wool also. Is the nest ready to use the birds? So, is the nest ready or the bird still making it? The nest is ready. Can you recognize which bird has made its nest? Yes, a crow has made its nest. Now, what things does the bird bring to nest? The crow brings small insects and worms and bits of roti and grains to feed its chick. Is there the bird sitting in the nest? Yes, there is a bird sitting on the nest. Now, do you think there are any eggs in the nest? No, I don't think there are any eggs in the nest. Now, moving on to page number 125. These are all the questions that are related to the nest that you have to observe if there is any nest around your house. आपके घर के आसपास कोई भी नेस्ट हो कोई पेड़ के ऊपर तो आप उसको ऑब्जर्व करके ये क्वेश्चन आंसर्स लिखेंगे. अभी रफली मैंने ऐसे आंसर्स लिखे हैं. कैन यू सी एनी sound like chi 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 from the, can you hear any sound like chi 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 from the nest? Yes, I can hear the sound of the chicks from the nest. जहाँ भी chicks होते हैं हमेशा वहाँ से continuously you can hear the sound of chi 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 chi, because small chicks always make noise in the nest. As you people make noise in the class all the time, you don't keep quiet, the same with chicks also do the same. If there are any chicks in the nest, what do the parent brings for them to eat? अगर कोई चिक है नेस्ट के अंदर तो क्या पेरेंट्स उनके लिए लाते हैं खाने के लिए? The parent bird brings grains, some small insects and worms and roti and grains for the chicks to eat. Now, how many times in a day the birds come to the nest? Both male and female birds comes twice or thrice in a day to the nest to feed their chicks also and to see if the chicks are all right or not. After how many days did the chicks leave the nest? After about a month, the chicks leave the nest and fly. Now, remaining part of this lesson we will be doing on the next turn about the beaks, their eating habits, and about the legs and the claws they have of different types. Different birds have of different types. So, dear children, all this what I have, the question answers that I have told you right now, that you have to write only in your textbook. Sorry, I told you notebook, but you have to write it in your textbook only. No need of writing this in your notebook. So, dear children, till we meet on the next turn, till then, bye bye and have a nice day. Bye.